10 crimes that will never be solved. Let's go.
London's veins.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 crimes that will never be solved.
It's an incredibly beautiful room, as you can see, and sadly,
I think Tupac and Biggie gonna be here, bro.
it's also
And JFK assassination.
perhaps the biggest crime scene in the world.
I can guarantee you, Mr. Long, this killer will be caught.
They do not want to expose to the public that Los Angeles police officers were involved in the conspiracy to kill Biggie Smalls.
For this list, we're looking at the most disturbing things people got away with and will likely never answer for.
JFK, yeah, we'll
Excluding
never.
crimes where the public and authorities disagree over whether the true culprit was found. Let us know in the comments below which case you hope will be solved one day. Number 10, D.B. Cooper. It's not often someone holds
Yeah, I know DB Cooper. I'm a true crime fanatic, man. Like, there's a lot of serial killers, I know, like bad guys that I watch. I like true crime. It's just a thing that I like.
an entire plane for ransom and gets away with it. But that's exactly what happened in 1971. A man dressed in a suit and sunglasses, identified only by the name Dan Cooper on his ticket, boarded a flight from Portland to Seattle. He calmly told the flight attendants,
And this guy never skydove before skydived. That was his first time. It was windy and that they thought he would not survive, but my guy survived. They think he died, but they found money. They should tell you. But something like that, man. I know this story is very interesting.
he'd brought a bomb on board and demanded 4 parachutes and $200,000 cash.
Miss, you're
200K back then was a lot of money, so don't be saying like, oh, it's not. The 200K back then was bags.
you're being hijacked. I've got a bomb. Come sit next to me.
Not wanting to risk 40 innocent lives, the FBI gave Cooper exactly what he wanted.
He also expressed that he wasn't going to be
Was this the flight attendant?
All right, now you should be able to lower the stairs.
In the years since, the FBI has yet to conclusively identify him. Number 9, the
He was gone. He was mentioned on Prison Break. On Prison Break.
Tylenol Poisonings. 7 people mysteriously passed away from cyanide poisoning in Chicago over a matter of days in 1992.
I never heard of
Exactly what
this.
is going on right now. They're just assuming that it could be the cyanide-laced capsule also.
Police found that the victims had one thing in common. They had all recently purchased and taken Tylenol that had been laced with a large amount of the substance. Although the Tylenol bottles were of the same batch, they were bought from different stores. While suspects emerged, there was almost no evidence thanks to a total lack of CCTV, witnesses, and forensics.
Well, we are 99%
I never heard of this one, to be honest. I never heard of this one, but very interesting.
sure that the putting of cyanide in these capsules occurred after the materials got to Illinois number 1.
There was a massive Tylenol recall. The case led to the implementation of tamper-proof medication packaging to stop this from ever happening again. The strange nature of the crime, seemingly designed to cause mass hysteria and nothing else, has left it unsolved for decades.
Right.
Number 8, the Atlas Vampire.
Vampire? Vampires don't exist, bro.
Despite the crime's sensationalism and violent nature, the culprit behind a gory vampire-like crime in the Atlas area of Stockholm has never been caught. In 1932, a sex worker named Lily Lindstrom was found deceased in her own apartment, but she had lost all of her blood. Chillingly,
What?
whoever committed the crime seemed to have taken it with them. Investigators also found a ladle with Lindstrom's blood. This led the police to believe someone may have consumed it before leaving. It was this
Niggas out here drinking blood. Right.
aspect of the horrific crime that made the police nickname the culprit Atlas Vampire. Although it doesn't seem they ever struck again, this criminal was never caught. Number 7, Jimmy Hoffa's final
That nigga got full of, he got like one shot and he was like, nah, I'm done. I don't want to taste it no more. I repeated the woman, man.
fate. After disappearing under very suspicious circumstances in 1975, Jimmy Hoffa's body has never been found.
Right.
It's highly likely that the mafia was involved in his untimely demise.
Yeah, mafia don't play games. Mafia don't play like that. You disappear, you're gone. Ain't nobody gonna find you.
You know, they're trying to tear the Union apart. big business and the government.
Hoffa was a prominent labor leader and teamster who was once in the mafia's pocket. But after he got on their bad side, the organization may have come after him. The person who did the deed may have been Frank Sheeran, one of the mafia's most famous hitmen. He reportedly confessed to the murder, although this is disputed. Regardless, the lack of forensic evidence and a body have made it impossible to...
Shout out to Robert De Niro, man. This guy has been dropping bangers since he was like younger. Shout out to him.
Put this crime to rest. Number 6. The mystery around JonBenet Ramsey. In 1996, stories spread throughout the United States of a horribly tragic crime. The body of young beauty queen JonBenet Ramsey had been found in the cellar of her own home.
Right, I think it's weird when parents put their children in beauty queens like this. They put them with makeup. They're like fucking 5 years old. They should play with Barbies and that, not out there trying to win trophies. I just think it's cringe, man. You need to let your kid grow up.
Home. Initially reported missing because of a ransom note found in the house, the discovery of her body changed everything.
How long ago was it? I don't know. I just found the note. And my daughter's... Does it say who took her?
Suspicion immediately fell on her parents, and it was theorized that they could have faked the ransom note. However, there's no evidence to implicate them.
I did not have anything to do with it. I love that child with my whole of my heart and soul.
And while a few other suspects who had disturbing fixations on Ramsey while she was still alive emerged, the crimes...
The fuck, you're a grown man, you want kids? Bro, people are sick, bro.
Scene still had almost nothing by way of forensics.
By the time the first officer arrived at the scene, the house is filled with Patsy and John's friends.
This has left the case with no conclusive suspect.
There may have been hair fibers from the perpetrator. There may have been footprints on the carpet. There may have been fingerprints. So now you have everybody...
Yeah, the evidence is contaminated, man. Crime scene is contaminated.
Going all over the house. You know, the whole place is like a little bit of a...
And it's probably the person that took her was there, and now that shit's contaminated now.
Train station by then.
Number 5. Who put Bella in the Witch Elm? During World War II, a group of young boys made a grisly discovery. There were human remains in a forest in rural England. The police soon found that there was an entire skeleton inside of a tree trunk. Although the woman was never officially identified, ominous graffiti asking who put Bella in the Witch Elm began to appear nearby. Theories about the
fuck, man. Right. She's really fine.
Woman, who may or may not have been named Bella, vary significantly. There are people that believe that she may have been a German spy and cabaret performer who parachuted into the UK and met a grim end. Others believe the fact that she was inside a tree means her demise had something to do with witchcraft. Either way, the question the graffiti asked remains unanswered. Number 4. Tupac and Biggie.
Yep, I knew Tupac and Biggie, nigga, it's been 20-something years, 25, 27, I don't know, 20-something years, bro. Before I was even born, and now it's been years, bro. It's been years.
Brief period in 1996 and 1997, hip-hop legends Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, aka the Notorious B.I.G., were shot in separate incidents in Vegas and LA respectively.
Pac is a strong dude, yo. I know Duke, you know what I'm saying? Right. He's real strong. So when they was like, he got shot, I was just more like, again? You know what I'm saying? He always getting shot or shot at.
They were both incredibly prominent figures in the famous East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry at the time. This has led people to blame their shootings on every...
These two will be relevant their whole life, man. The talent these two had, man, it kept them relevant 25 years after their posthumous. Posthumous or posthumous? I'm trying to sound smart, but after they're dead, 25 years later, they're still relevant. Bro, not anybody.
Everything from gang violence to corruption in the LAPD.
David Mack and Amir Muhammad are somehow involved in this case. And the department, time and time again, has avoided the truth.
And since Biggie was attacked second, some believe his demise was retaliation for Tupac's. Suspects did emerge in the cases, from Crips member Orlando Anderson to record executive Suge Knight.
I got a deep slash of a bullet grazed the back of my neck, which if it went another inch, it'd hit my spine and paralyze me.
But the FBI has been unable to arrest anybody for either crime. Number 3. The Zodiac Killer. San Francisco.
Nah, but this one, I think they said they solved it. But this video is probably like a few months back or a year or something. Because I saw some shit like 5 days ago on the gram. I know the gram is fake, but on the news that they might have caught him per se. But no.
Cisco's most infamous criminal took the lives of at least 5 people. He claimed to have taken 37 in total.
Don't get up. I want her to tie you up.
Throughout an investigation that took police all over the San Francisco Bay Area, the only major piece of evidence the authorities had was one sketch. The Zodiac perpetrator is so notorious because he taunted the cops with ominous letters and complex ciphers. And when the texts were decoded, officials got deranged messages that didn't offer much evidence.
You will get tired, then leave me alone. I'm waiting for a good movie about me. Who will play me?
I'm now in control of all things.
Whoever the criminal was, he seemed to disappear in the 70s for a mysterious reason. Authorities still don't know who it was. Number 2, the Black Dahlia. In January of 1947, the bisected body of Elizabeth Short, dubbed the Black Dahlia in the press soon after, was discovered in Los Angeles. The grisly crime has haunted the city for
I never heard about this one. I never heard.
decades because, despite the high-profile nature of the incident, nobody was ever charged. The most popular suspect for Short's demise today is Dr. George Hodel. Not only is he suspected by many, including his living relatives, he's also believed to be responsible for more gruesome crimes. The Black Dahlia case may have even spawned copycats, like the horrifying lipstick murder of Jean French just weeks later. Even if Hodel was responsible, he died in 1999 and could never be brought to justice. Number 1, Jack the Ripper.
Yep, I knew Jack the Ripper. It would be number 1. I knew.
One of the most notorious and gruesome criminals in history was Jack the Ripper.
This nigga got killed.
He haunted the streets of London for months during 1888. Jack the Ripper took the lives of at least 5 women and may have attacked even more people in horrifying ways.
Last night, I saw her face.
All the victims shared the same adult profession. This may have been why the police at the time didn't do a great
This is the guy that used to attack sex workers.
job of investigating.
Has it never occurred to you that she's the sort of woman who likes to make up stories, particularly about men? She is, after all, a whore.
Vital pieces of evidence in the case were lost, and since this was the 1800s, forensic science wasn't ready to help. After the criminal was named Jack the Ripper, he later wrote letters to the authorities taunting them for being unable to catch him. He eventually disappeared, leaving the terrifying case open.
Yep, that was 10 crimes that will never be solved, man. Can you imagine how many people you pass in the street that just kill somebody? How many people they are sitting at home, man? If your neighbor just got away with murder, man, you live there now for like 20 years. That's the type of shit that I think of daily, man. I'm like, yo, like you pass someone, you be like, yo, this motherfucker, man, if you want, he can catch me from the back, kill me, man. Pause. He can like slash my neck. Like that's why when I don't really pass people like this, man. I pass people like this, you feel me, like with a little bit of distance. That's the paranoia I have, man, in my head. Yeah, but man, I really enjoyed that one. I might react to top 10 times the internet solved crimes. It might be interesting too. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.
Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe.